now listening to Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous music podcast on the OMG Network and rawcynic.com.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That Fresh Out.
What's up? What's up? My guy spelled it right this week.
For once.
Yeah. No speaking spell needed today. What's going on?
Get your weed, get your blunts.
Man, happy 420.
420. Uh-oh.
Now they're gonna cut you out for talking about CBD on 420. They said, you know.
If you got to go to work, get that CBD oil.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Kent was good, man. They ready Cougars.
So it's cracking. What's cracking?
Man.
Oh man, they gotta roll one of these up, huh? They gotta roll one for the one time, huh? They gotta roll a little something.
BOP was good.
Gotta get their Reggie and meth going. Is that what they gotta do today?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Bebo was goody with you, man.
Hey man, living good, living great. Shout out to everybody celebrating today in the fashion that y'all are, you know, all the 420 folks out there, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Your brownies, your blunts, your joints, if you're snooty, you know what I'm saying? Your CBD oil or your shower bombs with the CBD smoke in it, like whatever you're doing, man. Get with us, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever you token on. You know what I'm saying?
Good. It's all good.
We down with you.
We with you, man.
We down with you.
It's all good.
Man,
some of y'all probably high watching this today. Look at y'all, man.
Hey, all day.
Y'all got the munchies watching Fresh Out. Stop front.
I ain't gonna do too much of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody think they in the Matrix for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it light. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna talk too fast for y'all. We gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it light today. Make sure.
Hey man, welcome back to the Fresh Out, man. Fresh Out show on all the social media platforms. You know, we do every Wednesday. We right here, man. Bebo P, J Kemp, LB the Pop Father is gonna be on the next joint. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. 420, man. We gotta give y'all something special that 420 special today, man.
Yeah,
you know,
not that 38 special, but that 420 special.
Yeah, that 420 special. You know,
we know some of y'all on the moon right now. Some of y'all in Jupiter.
Yeah, man.
Some of y'all in Mars. Some of y'all in Mars right now. We gonna give you Martians. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, this is Rap City No Basement, man. The best hip hop content, man, out here, man. You know how we get down. Every Wednesday we here. We give y'all some special on them Saturdays, man, when we got the time. So I think we're gonna hit y'all on that Saturday too, man, with a little special too. I think we're gonna do that Pusha T album, right? Cam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna give y'all that Pusha T album, man.
We can do that
this Saturday. Yeah.
Word.
BOP, you good?
Yeah, good. I'll be even better if some of y'all hit the like and subscribe buttons with that notification bell, and go ahead and support if you haven't yet. Support,
man, come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and
show that love. You know what I'm saying? Got it. You know for some of y'all that want a little extra on that 420. There you go. Man. There you go. And
hey, for the drinkers, we got y'all too, man. For the drinkers too, man. We got y'all, man, tonight.
Oh yeah, we got y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little shoddy, yada yada.
We got y'all. And shout out to the sponsor, Champion, for looking out for Fresh Out Podcast, the world's most dangerous podcast in the world, Craig.
Go to rawcynic.com, man. Spend some money with us, man. On every article, man, there's a Champion little joint. Hit that button, man. 20% site wide on the Champion, man. If you love the content, man, show some love to my guys, man. We trying to get them off the streets, man. You know, $25K a month. That's what we trying to do, man. Get everybody off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Hit that cash up too, man. If you love my guys, man.
Cash is outside.
Cash me outside.
What's that, J Camp? Hold on.
Cash is outside.
Yeah, okay. I heard you better for some reason. I heard you better.
Hey, man, we got to start off, man, the show, man, is showing love to our guy, man. You know, rest in power, man, to that K Slay, man. Like,
absolutely.
In January, we had talked about him, man. His health was slipping with the COVID. We put him in the prayers, man, but from his family in High 97, man, they announced this weekend or the past weekend that he had passed. What's y'all's thoughts, man, on K Slay's legacy, man, and what he brought to hip hop to y'all, man?
Go ahead, Bebo. I'll let you start it this time.
Oh, it's all good, man. Sheesh, man. You're talking about a legend when you talk about DJs out here, not only in New York, but the industry. I mean, but let's not sleep on the fact that the cat started off as a graffiti artist. And he was actually in a hip-hop documentary. What was it called? Style Wars, I think. Style Wars. And I think he was in there. And then obviously, you know, DJing as well. But I mean, there's so much that could be said about K-Slay, but you know, he was definitely known, highly known during what was considered to be that mixtape era. You know, this was before the streaming and all that. And he was that cat when everybody was breaking like the exclusive like studio records, so to speak, for studio albums or just songs of that like. This was the cat that was breaking the diss records because he was just like connected to the streets in an organic and grassroots fashion. I mean, you had you know, when G Unit and 50 Cent first broke, you know, when 50 was dissing cats left or right. And obviously, most notably, that Ether, you know what I'm saying? That was the most notable diss track that was broke by DJ K-Slay. And he was honestly the first cat, I think, to also put 3-6 Mafia on
he was
on a you know, on a situation on I want to say it was that Where You From. I think it was that song Where You From or something like that.
That who gives a
I think that was it. On that Street Sweeper Volume 2. I mean, he was the first cat. He was the cat to first break Papoose in the game. You know, with the alphabet slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to.
We used to bump that in college, bro.
That's
when cats was on that dial-up still. We was dialing
we was on that Napster move.
On that Napster joint.
All day. I mean, you talking about like 6 studio albums. Well, I think I counted 27 mixtape. Well, I counted today 27. It could be more, but I mean, this dude, I mean, shout out to him, man. He was so connected. He was known, you know, with cats, a lot of industry cats, a lot of rappers, hip hop artists in the game.
He was our DJ K-Slay. Excuse me. He was our DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. He was. And
before Khaled.
Oh yeah, he was. He truly was the you know, Khaled before Khaled. And straight up and down, he gave cats a chance that probably wouldn't have gotten a chance in the game, you know, by at least giving them some kind of plays. You know, some type of break, some type of exposure. He would do what he could to either get you on or to at least, you know, try to position you. And not a lot of folks, you know, within the game do that or are willing to do that because, you know, they're too connected to the mainstream outlets and the, you know, and that.
Well, and let's be clear. Back then, if you was like a Jay-Z D rider, man, like they try to like block you, man. So he was giving like Nas the lanes and all the other cats, man, that weren't on Rockefeller or Bad Boy or those situations. And also when the music went down south, he was keeping New York alive, man.
And he connected with other cats in addition to New York. He connected with the South. He connected with you know, I'm sure cats out west. So he didn't just keep it, you know, East Coast, but he kept it hip hop as a whole. And you know, I mean, shoot, even I think it was last year that, I mean, nobody else did like a rolling 110 deep, a posse cut with 110 cats on it. That was even a video. So I'm telling you, and it had all the cats.
Everybody had bars on there, like
every single body. He even had like
that's uncanny.
Yeah,
that's uncanny to get that amount of artists on a track when you got Ice-T, Cool G Rap, Ghost, KRS-One,
Grandmaster Caz, I think.
Yeah, Rottenness Monster was on
Rottenness, there. Yep. I mean, Ghost and Ray.
First of all, is he the first DJ to have Shaq on the mixtape?
Yes. Oh, I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he
Shaq,
is.
Roy Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he kept it gully, man. Real talk.
He really did. Heart of Gold too, man. He was connected to even the I mean, just the streets, even in the yard, like the street. I'm talking about like not just like a few corners, like even in the, you know, to a few facilities, you know what I'm saying, lockups or whatever. So because I know he's done some time before, but he's connected in just a multifaceted way, and he's not just one-sided or connect, just connected in one with a couple twos and fews in the mainstream, whatever. So he always kept the essence. And I just gotta show, much love and salute to
all day
K Slay, man. Rest in
J Camp, what was your thoughts on the Slayer, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he was the man when we was in college. I mean, he was the hardcore dude.
Bebo killed it, man. He took me back to nostalgia when he said the alphabet slaughter, man. Like, I had it in my back pocket. It was like my ace.
Oh yeah, go ahead and expound on it.
Bebo P hit him with that big joker, man. I couldn't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now shout out to Bebo P. He killed that, man. I mean, everything that you said, brother, that's K Slay. You know what I'm saying? I would just add the fact again that he had an uncanny ability to bring guys together.
He did
bring artists together
with no label pretty much involved. Yeah, it was just off his pedigree.
That was hard to do, and they'll let you know the respect the industry had for him. And and the fact that labels was like, yeah, you can work with K Slay. I ain't got no problem. Some labels be hating, be like, nah, you can't.
Right.
If your bar ain't on Atlantic, your bar ain't going on nobody's stuff.
Right.
So I salute K Slay for his legacy, for his imprint on the game, for everything that he's done, for bringing us just great music. Also, the show that he had on Shade 405 was a beast too. He always had artists on there.
Yeah,
he would play one of the few DJs that would play the whole album when the artist was there. He would allow the artist to break down the track. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely a staple. I'm definitely gonna miss him. Miss what he brings to the game.
Yeah.
Again, man, flowers. Shout out to his family. Shout out to all his fans.
Absolutely.
And we gonna make sure that K Slay lives through music. We gonna make sure of that, because we gonna hear a lot of his records for eons, man, until the end of man. You know what I'm saying?
And well deserved too.
It don't matter how much hip hop evolves, we still go K Slay. It's still gonna be some K Slay influence, man. So definitely happy, man. We got to at least give our condolences, give our shout outs, give our love. I'm saying K Slay. And it's 420, but it's K Slay Day too.
All day.
So
all day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I think, man, that mixtape. I've seen a lot of people bringing like old mixtapes back. Putting them, because all this music is not on Spotify. It's not on anything. I'm pretty much, maybe you go to Dat Piff and cop some of it, but some of there's a lot of jewels, man, that we need to kind of get back on to some digital platforms that he put out there, man. Like, I want to say Doggy, Diamond, and Kareem were basically talking about that Joe record. He had a record with Joe Buttons, Fat Joe, and then Joe the Singer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be bringing all kind of collabos together.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, so shout out.
That let you know, like the brain that he has,
man. Thinking, man.
So, and he was somebody that you could that cats could trust. I mean, that's hard to deny when you're going from cats in the industry, whoever that is, to the so-called nobody. That says a lot. So
and one last thing
on
K Slay. Remember, he even got Busta, Lazy Bone Twister, and Jazzo on the joint.
Track.
Facts.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing. We can sit here all day and talk about all the Lego pieces he put together, man. And like I said, he was a pioneer of that. And to me, a lot of cats took that DNA that he made and basically cloned it.
They did.
Khaled. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the originator, man. DJ, the drama king, K Slay. You know what I'm saying?
There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I just want to ask y'all real quick, man. This is one of the little quick boys real quick. We know about the Coachella, event, man. It brings over 1 million people pretty much, man. It's a 6-day event. It's always sold out, man. Everybody talks about it. Most people know it because Beyonce pretty much took it over. But as far as hip hop, man, do y'all give a damn about Coachella, man? Is Coachella about hip hop?
I can't tell personally from what
I can't tell
that I've seen. And I'm just going off of the audience, some of the they have some rappers up there, you know what I'm saying? But I can't tell. I mean, you got a lot of cats from, that perform from different genres of music, and shout out to everybody, else outside of, rap and hip hop that perform, that perform
absolutely.
in their lane. But as far as hip hop itself, I haven't really seen much of it. I know Snoop's been up there, and there's been a few hip hop cats, up there.
I mean, you're gonna have your mega stars there.
Yeah.
But is it like the event that Jay Kemp kind of went to, where you're gonna see some new hip hop cats, that kind of situation?
Not at all.
Nah, that joint was like 98% hip hop, 2% R&B, but in that soul lane. You know what I'm saying? There was more of that like hip soul. Is basically what they had there too. So even the R&B was very hip hop influenced.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Coachella, like Bebo said, it's like the Grammys on steroids, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically what that is. And I ain't got nothing against Coachella. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some very good performances at Coachella. Some of these artists, man, they prep a whole year for that Coachella stage. So
yeah.
Well, I'm a fan of entertainers,
yeah.
And if you can entertain me, regardless of what your music is like, that's how I kind of discovered some cats when I went to that Day in Vegas show.
Yep.
If your stage presence is dope, I ain't mad at you at all. You know what I'm saying? I may not feel your music per se, but if your stage presence is dope and your energy, I can rock with you. Then I might stay around and peep your show for 5-10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I might vibe with the crowd, but. Yeah, I ain't mad at Coachella, man. But like you said, Bebo, I mean, it's take it for what it is. I mean, it's iHeartRadio Grammys.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Billboard.com.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Oh, yeah. I will say, in addition to that, I know this was the first Coachella, since maybe 2 years ago. I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this one, I saw that there were some complaints. And the complaints that I saw they were from the fact that, I mean, the price ranges, depending on the price points, they were anywhere from like $549 all the way up to $2,331. So the thing is, what's that?
I said, you gonna peel. Plus the location. So, where Coachella is, it's out there by like Palm, what's that town called in west of LA, where it's hot as fish grease. I can't think of the name of the city right now, but Coachella's out by that, so it's like an hour outside of LA, man. Like at least 90-mile drive. It's not easy. I'm not to say it's not easy to get to, but when you pay that $540 plus, you got to push it all the way out there. A lot of people travel to get there. I mean, again, I'm not saying that people who's getting these tickets are broke. I'm not saying that. Obviously, most people prep.
You can't be
for
really
that event. You know what I'm saying? You pilling for that, but just like I get it. It's gonna be 90 degrees. You're gonna be out in that hot desert.
It's in that Palm Desert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's
desert.
funny. You mentioned that that's not really the easiest to get to location wise. Well, the people who went there and paid for it, there was thousands of people who were basically kicked out because the logistics were messed up. Because I guess the only way that you could get to the actual performance or the actual like core of the festival was by way of shuttle, and there were a lot of there wasn't enough shuttles rather to transport thousands of people who paid to get to that event.
Dude, you got almost 800,000 folks, man. That's insane.
Again, and that's why I go back to that Vegas event that I went to, because they had a whole bunch of people there too. It was probably close to that number, but it was in such a large area, and Vegas is a big city. They got on the strip
for that.
It's one way in, one way out. You know what I'm saying? So you can So traffic is moving. You know what I'm saying? And even if you park kind of like off in the cut, ain't nothing like extremely far on the strip, unless you walking from like the Stratosphere to the Luxor or something like that. That's a nice hike. But where the fairgrounds is there, it's a huge area. You can easily get 6 stages and still have plenty of elbow room with a bunch of people there. I don't know, from what I understand from people who I know who's been to Coachella, it's not that big. Like the area is not that big. So
I mean, again, this was started in like the 70s, 80s.
Yeah,
so it wasn't built
ballooned
for like this many people.
Nah, it's ballooned. I was just about to say that too, Iceberg. That's a very good point. It's ballooned to the point to where if you gotta turn people away, yeah, whoever's running that event, that guy should be fired.
Right. And immediately after the the lockdowns and so forth, that's that could serve as a bad sign if they're not careful. Plus, I saw where there were individuals like Doja Cat and The Weeknd that performed, and the audience wasn't really like feeling him throughout most of their performance, to where The Weeknd actually lashed out throughout one of his joints. So that goes back to what Jay Camp was saying in terms of like, hey, as long as you can keep me engaged, shoot, cool. But in this case, hey,
is everything, man.
Exactly. So
stage presence is everything.
It is. So a couple things like that. Oh, here's the other thing. They said it also turned from a music festival to more of a fashion festival, because you had certain cats
that don't surprise me.
If
you peeling 500 minimum to get in that joint, that don't surprise. That don't shock me at all, man.
Which the fashion was, from what some cats were saying. Ooh.
How you doing?
Don't surprise me either.
Yeah, that some folks were, I guess, going.
How much can you really just do when it's 90 outside, bro?
Well,
it's not a whole lot you can just be throwing on.
I mean, you got. Let me just say, Rainbow.
There's only so much.
How you doing?
So much Gucci that you gonna be able to rock. Bro.
Well, and then or at least I didn't see a lot of folks out there from our culture when I saw the footage.
Of course.
Man, it's gonna be straight Brad and Cindy and Boo.
Man. Yeah, but
it's gonna be Brad and Brandon.
Definitely need to fix the logistics. The performers need to make sure that they keep the crowds engaged. All that. You're silly, dog.
Long story short, man, if you a hip hop cat with Tim's on and shorts, man, this ain't the spot. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't.
Actually, like, hey, shout out to the Woo with Nas, man. You might definitely gonna see FRSHOUT at one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? So that's the spot you want to go to, man. Is that New York joint, man? That tour that they doing with Nas and Wu-Tang, man. Like this summer's gonna be crazy and this fall's gonna be crazy. So
but
speaking of crazy. We gotta talk about Jay Camp's favorite singer.
Oh yeah, man.
And we gotta talk about the Podfather's favorite redhead cat. You know what I'm saying? Rory and Mile.
Redhead crony.
Dog. You know what I'm saying? Lucky Charms and Bull out here. Shout out to
Celtics looking ass.
Celtics logo. But shout out to Roy and Mal, you know what I'm saying? The podcast on the chain, man. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Boston wins tonight.
I think they did win.
Yeah, no. Man, that was a good game, man. I had to turn that bull off, man. Get on here. Rory is connected, man. You know what I'm saying? He's connected in the game, man. And so on a kind of podcast situation, man, he was basically stating that Trey Songz, if they did a documentary on some of his situations he's been getting into and his allegations, that he's worse, or it could be worse than R. Kelly's Surviving R. Kelly documentary, man. Do y'all believe that, or is that cap, man? Like, can anybody be as worse as R. Kelly?
That's cap, bro, to me. I mean, now I don't want to say never again. I've said that before on this show. I don't want to say never. But that's some strong words to say is worse than Surviving R. Kelly. I mean, dude, that what he was doing, come on. That we talking about federal. We talking about criminal ring type. Nah, I don't want to get into what R. Kelly was doing, but also, let's be honest. I mean, Trey has won some court cases too. At least I should say some court decisions have been in his favor. So
we predicted some of these too, by the way.
We did, and I can't go that far, man. I like to let the cake bake, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I like to kind of let things play out, because once you start trying to dive all in and on one side or the other, you can end up looking like a fool when it's all said and done. And old Trey might hit you with that Cardi B. with that Cardi B suit.
With that loud suit.
You know what I'm saying? Stop lying on my name. Stop playing with my name type
Oh,
so
man.
while I'm not saying obviously Trey Songz isn't close to being a pure Christian man. You know what I'm saying? If a Christian is here, Trey Songz, he's
look, you got him off camera.
You got that other side he's off camera, bro. So you know, I'm not gonna give him.
I mean, we know Trey's reckless, but is he that reckless, man? Where he's
I can't give him Kales, bro. I can't give him that, man. That's a different level of nasty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying what
McDonald's.
I'm not saying McDonald's Trey is he's free in the clear, but I do know that Trey has been exonerated in some instances too. So he
just got exonerated in the Vegas situation where everybody thought, he's locked up, man, on this joint.
And now he's laughing at y'all. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, I ain't going there. Not at all. What's that you, Bebo?
Yeah, Bebo, what you thinking, man?
Shoot, man, we don't really know what all else could be out there, if anything. And I want to emphasize if anything. So I don't know if
it's all speculation.
Yeah. I don't know if Rory actually knows or has seen, you know, some
maybe
actual
he was there and one of the shorties he was chasing.
Yeah,
maybe he was chasing one of the same shorties.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no telling, but
he didn't get the cheeks rubbed on him, and maybe he feels like now this is his time to
go ahead and drop that the car sheet on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me go ahead and drop this August bar real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mentioned last week, I think it was, that Trey Songz, Chris Brown, and that ilk, they're moving targets after allegations like this, though. So I think it's possible that, let me say, he did get found not guilty or of the allegations, so to speak.
Or at least they didn't have enough evidence. They didn't have enough
evidence. Right. And that's why I say so to speak. Yeah. I know it didn't really go that far legally, but so to speak. It did. There, I guess, wasn't enough evidence, but that doesn't mean that his reputation isn't marred. So, and we know that
this is the thing, though, Bebo. Isn't this the issue where people like Rory are like, yeah, man, he's a bad person, but then they're not coming up and dropping the dime on homie?
I agree with that. I mean, that is an issue. If you don't really have anything that backs such a substantial claim against another person like that, then I mean, it sounds like it could be cap. Again, we don't know.
Rory's over here talking about he's scum of the earth.
Yeah, that's
Rory talking like he was there. And
that is talk. That sounds.
I don't like that type of talk, man. I mean, I don't care how you feel. To me, that's dry personal.
It's dry snitching at the end of the day, man. If you're gonna
say it does sound like dry snitching. Yep.
And it sound personal.
When
you start going there,
drop a bomb.
It sound personal.
Oh yeah. I definitely don't.
And at that point, you just being a hater. You just being a hater.
Yeah, it's dry hating. Actually, it's not even snitching. It's dry hating. Excuse me.
And this could be part of that targeting situation here. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not an actual female that's getting after him. It's a male podcaster. You
said we got to throw the flag out there for targeting. The ref got to throw the flag out. Targeting.
Yeah,
man.
Someone's targeting.
You're going to the crown of the head, man. You can't.
They're going to the crown.
Roy,
my thing is, if you talking about like he's gonna be worse than R. Kelly, then why ain't you telling on? You know what I'm saying? Right. If you feel like that, you want to protect black women, right? You know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and tell him. You know what I'm saying? Lock him up. He shouldn't be on the streets, right? If he's that bad, he shouldn't be on the street.
True.
So he's on that snitch 9 right now.
Yeah,
he on that Snitchy McFarland, though.
Oh yeah, Snitchy McGee, Snitchy McFarland, all that.
Speaking of snitching, man, Snoop was on Drink Champs, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about everybody business, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Snoop though, man. But man, this is the thing, man. Like we're gonna talk about this Saturday, man, about him making this Death Row app, but you're gonna take all the classic Death Rows off. So now we gotta go get the Death Row app. Like, get your ass out of here. But when he was on Drink Champs, he was talking about a feature that Nas did before Pac got on Death Row with Daz. And it was supposed to be I got my mind made up. Come on, the one with Meth and Red. And I want to say Expect the Deck was on it too, right?
He was supposed to be
on it.
Him and Lady
so
Rage.
He was talking about the record, of course, man. Of course, he's high and drunk, so he's probably messing up. But of course, Dash came in and clarified the situation, man, as far as what song it was and all that. But the question, basically, man, at the end of the day, man, was, in my opinion, like, of course, like, you know, Snoop was wrong about the situation or whatever, but do you think there's more records like this that maybe they haven't spoken about yet? As far as like not necessarily Nas or whatever, but these collabos that maybe they're getting with on this Death Row app.
Absolutely,
man. And I think that's one of the things we kind of pointed at when we first heard about this Death Row news. Was think of all the unreleased songs. Think of all the collabs that we never got to hear.
Right.
Man, you know, there's a bunch of them like that. And then to kind of find out too that Inspect the Deck, Lady of Rage was also supposed to be on there. They got their verses removed. Man, there was a whole lot of songs like that back there. And matter of fact, I think I kind of remember seeing a Lady of Rage interview. Matter of fact, Hip Hop VCR might have.
Shout out Hip Hop VCR.
Somewhere. Yeah, but she even mentioned she was on that Pac joint. So
why you think they took him off of there though?
Man, it would have been like about a 7-minute song if you get all them people on there. You know what I'm saying? Because you know some of them cats they need at least 24 bars.
Now you know Hip Hop VCR is a Tupac dude, by the way. So
absolutely,
that's what's up.
But to me, hopefully they do have some records, man, that are coming out on this Death Row app. But what's your thoughts on the whole situation, Bebo, as far as Snoop getting on Drink Chips talking about it, and then Daz coming in and checking him real quick?
When I saw what Snoop said on his Drink Champs appearance of saying Nas was on Tupac's Got My Mind Made Up, ill posse cut, by the way, ill just joint and chill. And then shortly after, classic. And you know, and then shortly afterwards, and followed up with clarification, like Iceberg said, of Daz Dillinger mentioning that Nas originally lacing a couple verses for Don't Stop, Keep Going with the Dog Pound instead of Nas originally or ever being on the Got My Mind Made Up on Tupac's double CD. I personally really didn't take it as Snoop capping. I really just saw it more as Snoop just kind of being mistaken or getting the songs mixed up or the situation just kind of intertwined somehow. And I say that because, I mean, him and Daz are, you know, that they've connected or reconnected or whatever recently on a video together. You know what I'm saying? Just a little short, you know, 30-second, 1 minute little video of them outside somewhere, just, you know, giving you a quick hit. But I think it's dope that Daz shot a video right after Snoop said what he said on Drink Champs to give his take and reply on the matter regarding what he called wrong information, as, you know, because he's the producer and the artist on the actual joint that he actually just
and he doesn't get enough credit, man, for what he did for Death Row.
Right. He did. But he was real smart too for actually copping all of his intellectual property too. When, you know,
he was, I'm glad he was able to refute that too, Bebo, man. Because that kind of it puts the credit back in his war chest. You know what I'm saying? And he can just say, "Look, now that's 100% cap, man. He wasn't on there. I know, but at least Snoop put the ball in his court. He said, "Look, you can go talk to Daz about it." And Daz showing the hell did respond.
He was like, nobody was something else. But and it was crazy. He played the record, which was so dope. And it was, man, Nas just came so crazy with it, man. He just went like Andre 3000 on the bars, man. So man, I can only imagine hearing that like what in like 95, 96.
Right.
Nas going crazy on the Daz record. Like, come on, man.
With 2 verses too, not 1, but 2.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, imagine the stuff that we, and that's why I get so upset at this
I'm surprised that Nas ain't dropped that jewel yet. You know, he's good for a quick 4-bar about a story like that.
Yeah. Right, but he's not the type of personality that's just gonna come right out with it, you know, with some.
He's gonna let those people say what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and imagine how many other things he knows that he ain't saying, you know what I'm saying?
He knows a lot. Cats like him, know a lot and have seen a lot and experienced a lot, but there's just a lot of things that they're just not really going to just, hey, all this happened. You know, they might share tidbits of certain things, but yeah.
I mean, that's crazy that he even did a record with Death Row. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, much love. Crazy. Well, yeah.
But like I said, you know, hopefully, and we're gonna talk about it this Saturday, man. But hopefully, man, everything gets back where we can hear the music without stealing it. And I guess what Snoop is saying, that they're never gonna put it back on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? They're creating their own platform, which is dope, and we're gonna discuss that this weekend. But
you can do that.
Again, shout out to Death Row, man, and all the new music, or the music that we haven't heard that hopefully we'll hear in a little bit.
All day. Oh, by the way, before we leave from this, hold on. Inspector Deck's verse on That Got My Mind Made Up is out there on YouTube for those who have not heard it.
I need to hear it because I knew, like I said, I knew he was on there. Yep. That means Rage's verse got to be out there somewhere too.
Yep.
I need to hear
I haven't heard it out there. But it was done. And guys, if you listen to the original song real quick, the end of That Got My Mind Made Up, it has Inspector Deck, so that's proof. The rebel, you know, it has that on there. But the actual verse is on YouTube as well. Just that like 1 minute plus clip of that verse, it's out there and it's dope. So
I'm sure Deck. It's Deck.
I mean, Deck, you know, so I don't want to cast any shadow on Deck and Rage because that's been out there for a very long time. Shout out to all the cats who were originally on the song, you know, Deck and Rage, even though they didn't make it. You know, y'all are getting some early flowers.
And we shouted out Rage last episode, man. Go check that out.
Well, they're gonna get some more flowers here.
Yeah,
so, that's what's up.
We gotta talk about the heavy hitter tonight, man.
Speaking of flowers, right?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, man. You know, like
we were just talking about how the baby dreads on there.
Yes, baby dreads, man. You know, we had to take it back when he was getting it popping. He finally announced, man, through his own label that the album's coming out, which kind of shows you that TDE didn't really know what's cracking. You know what I'm saying? He had responded to a tweet basically saying that, hey, he was going to drop. From what we know right now, man, is the album is called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It arrives on May 13th. Supposedly it's supposed to be a rock infused, supposedly, but he's been working on a lot of things. Guest appearances have been locked down. This will be his last album on TDE. What's you guys' thoughts on this record, man? And what do you think it's going to sound like? And will it be a classic?
Man,
you got to set this one off, bro. You got to set this one off.
Set it off, Jay.
You know, I got it. Classic, yes. The reason why I say that, the name alone, because when
that is a fly name.
That's a fly name.
The more I've read about this, the more I'm thinking. I'm not saying I'm going Love Below-ish, but I think it's going to be in that direction somewhere. I think it's going to be something crazy, something that we ain't really accustomed to hearing, and Kendrick is going to force us to either love it or hate it. Because you remember, like, we've heard some things before, because even like with To Pimp a Butterfly, it was different. It wasn't like anything that was out at that time. And I think this is going to be kind of like an extension of that, but more bluesy. I think it's going to be different, guys. It's not going to be anything like we are hearing today. I think this is going to be like super different, man. I mean, I can't put a finger on it, but I do think it's going to be a classic, though. I'll say that straight up. And if it's not a classic, I'll take every L that comes my way. But I think
every L,
every L, Paul,
every
single one. But I think Kendrick about to come with a classic, bro. I truly believe that.
Okay,
I guarantee you that Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, it's about something, and it's about something like big. And he's going to explain it throughout the whole album, because Kendrick has a great way of explaining what his albums are about, from the rooter to the tutor. Because even with Damn had a
Pimp a Butterfly was crazy.
Pepper Butterfly was crazy.
Yeah.
All those albums, man,
had Good Kid,
had a story behind it, because the Pimp a Butterfly was very righteous, very pro-black. type of album. Section 80, same way. And of course, Good Kid, Mad City, kid growing up in Compton. So I guarantee you this Mr. Morale and Big Steppers is going to be grown man music. This is going to be the grown man joint from Kendrick.
I mean, anytime you got the name Hot Steppers in there.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm getting like George Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Type of vibes on this, man.
Could be.
Kendrick, I mean, dude came out when he performed at the Vegas joint. He came out in linen looking like Black Jesus. I mean, he had permed out hair with all linen on, looking like the Black Jesus. So if that is kind of like where he's going right now, this album about to be different, guys.
I think it's gonna be different too, man. What you think of Bebo?
Oh, man.
And before you go in,
go ahead.
I agree with Hip Hop VCR where
Me too.
Kendrick does make important music. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's gonna be
classic. He does.
He makes important music. Like it's going to cross a lot. Not even just mainstream, but to me, it just changed the culture, man. In my opinion,
talking points. It's gonna be some things that we ain't used to talking about right now.
There you go.
Or if it's water cooler, he's gonna bring it out in the open.
I think this is gonna be his Thriller album, in my opinion. Before you go in, Bebo.
Okay.
Remember, I just was watching some on Quincy Jones, and they said they made almost 500 songs for Thriller.
I'm right there with you.
And picked, I think 13 or something like that.
When I seen this dude come out in all linen, looking like one of the wise men,
looking like Black Jesus.
Wait,
I said this
first
man.
First you went Black Jesus, then wise man. So that he looking like both, but all the above, right?
All linen, bro, like almost Al Qaeda linen color.
Yeah.
When you come out in all linen, you own like.
Hold on, y'all. He just
your mental is different.
Black Jesus, the disciples to Al Qaeda. Get your tail out of here.
There's linen
for intermixing all three dynamics.
That linen is of someone, man, who
the linen says it all.
Buddhism, you know what I'm saying? He's hit that monk level of MCing, you know what I'm saying? When you come out in all linen and sandals, you hit the monk level of MCing. He was really at the Wu-Tang Shaolin Temple and came back,
bro.
But go ahead, Bebo, you got it, man.
Nah, you was killing it with the linen talk, bro. I can't hate on the linen talk.
With that soft linen talk, Paul.
Yeah, you was talking that linen talk. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny the plush talk. You know what I'm saying?
But I do agree, like with Hip Hop VCR, I think this will be an important album, man. What's your thoughts, Bebo?
Yeah. I agree that this will definitely be an important album. Shout out to Hip Hop VCR, brother. Shout out to you, man. And shout out to you guys for such rich opinions about this, man.
Linen talk.
I can't. Wow. Oh man, I'm still hurt off that linen. I had to shed a tear off that linen. No,
you know, Iceberg gonna find a man in linen too. I know.
Dude, nigga, I'm gonna get my own. What you talking about? No, I really do think that it's hard to tell what angle Kendrick Lamar is going to come at you with, because I mean, he's such a unique artist that he's unafraid to explore angles that maybe he nor other artists have explored before, or maybe have been explored, but maybe it's been a while that you don't see it in, mainstream urban contemporary hip hop. I mean, and you guys mentioned the notable albums that he's put out there. So I'm expecting high level potency from just whatever Kendrick does best, but in his own way regarding the concept and the energy of Mr. Morale and the Hot Steppers. Now, I do think that you're going to hear some dope lyricism, no doubt. You're going to hear some dope production. You're going to definitely hear a unique approach in the way that Kendrick's feeling on this project. But ultimately, again, we'll just have to see, or rather hear what's to come. But I'm anticipating nothing but heat from him, and possibly one of the illest albums of 2022, if not the illest.
Do you see a lot of guest features, or do you think you're just going to see him on some J. Cole, no feature, maybe Baby Kim, maybe?
Nah.
But you think it's going to be J. Cole, or there's going to be a lot of features?
I don't think he's going to have a lot of features, but I do think he's going to have a few. I definitely think Keem was going to be on there.
Oh, yeah, Keem going to be on.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's either gonna be primarily him or him with a few.
Hey man, it's the only picture I can find, man. Then put in the back.
Right. That's
Wow,
what I said.
Hey man, I got the baby face.
That's
you know
all right though. That's all right.
We trying to get the essence right. You know what I'm saying?
All good.
I just sent y'all a picture that I took on my phone too of that linen when Kendrick was on stage with that linen. I'm trying to tell y'all he had that black Jesus, black Jesus look.
That grand chic, dude.
So much chic look.
Dog,
that's a big sweater too, man.
And the flowing locks too.
I know y'all can't see it real good, but man,
he got the coof on too.
He does have his own little. He's the only guy that I know that can have a kufi that looks like a hoodie.
Look, doing this.
Right.
With the flowing locks. The flowing locks, though.
Flowing locks, right. But I mean, Kendrick kills it all the time, so I know it's definitely going to be again.
Best stage props. Best stage props I've seen of any artist in a long time.
Okay.
Long time.
Okay.
He's crushing Bay on the stage props. Like his set.
Wow.
I mean,
that's saying a lot
right now,
brother. That's saying a lot.
It is. I'm being honest. Like
I ain't denying it. I'm just saying that's saying a lot
with Kendrick right now, as far as like stage. He like every background fits each song. Like when you perform and your backgrounds like goes with the song. Like when he'll have like a boys choir out there with him. You know what I'm saying? Right. Cats dressed up in prison gear on stage. Man, like he puts so much thought into that. To me, those are like true artists. I mean, he's a true MC, but he's like a true bona fide artist too. That's stuff that like MC Hammer and like MJ was doing with the stage. Bay too, to a certain extent. But that's what they do. That's what real entertainers, they do that. Like they make sure they stage is popping.
And he is a real entertainer too. I mean, you could tell that. I mean, just from any of his performances, he gives his all and then some.
He gives his all, man.
It is that he does. Yeah.
If you don't understand the message of the song, you will understand it when you watch the stage performance. That's when you will understand. Okay, this is what he was on.
Yeah.
It's art, man. It's real art.
And he's had time to work on this album too. It's not like how the Damn album came right after, what was it? The Pimp the Butterfly. Was it the Pimp the Butterfly? Mm-hmm. So he's had at least a few years to kind of work on this from his last album. So with that said, I'm still expecting heat in this similar vein that,
again, I'm expecting Thriller status. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be Thriller vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm also curious too. I know we on Kendrick, but I'm curious if he's going to have like the unreleased songs too, like he had between Good Kid, Mad City, and A Pimp a Butterfly. I wonder if he's going to do that again, because he had like 9 just solid cuts, man, that didn't even make the cut on those albums. Did y'all ever hear that Untitled?
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, it was dope. I remember LeBron was banging that joint. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope. I was like, man, these didn't make the album. I wonder.
That's the thing about him. He's got his own vibe, man, and that's just what's so unique about him. Even what we think might make something, he's in his own lane, given the state that he's in. So
yeah,
I mean that's what I glean from it, at least.
I think this even makes Jay and Nas even more on the we gotta come out with something, man, because these youngins trying to take the spot.
They're definitely on their toes with their respective bodies of work too. I thought about that same thing too, Iceberg.
Hey, yeah, hip hop VCR. Yeah, we was in the studio with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
right. Right. We in the studio with him,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but no, seriously though, man. I think this is gonna be a real heavy album. I think it's gonna be dope. From what we know, like I said, he's been experimenting. From what some of the guys around him have been talking about. Of course, I think Baby Keem is gonna be on the joint. I think the production is gonna be serious, man. But like I said, we'll see what's going on, man. But like I said, man, you get Pusha T this Friday, and then in a couple weeks you're gonna get Kendrick. Hey, man, Dreddy Cougars are back. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Dreddy Cougars are back, man.
Peace to Kendrick.
Yeah, peace to Kendrick, man.
We're
all
looking
day
forward
long,
to your
man.
body of work, brother.
Yeah. What's our flyers for the week, man? Before we get up out of here, man.
Go ahead, B, but I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you kick it off, bro.
Okay.
Set it off.
Boy,
Set it off.
Boy, J Camp, man, you being mighty gracious today. From that to the linen talk.
Hey, man, it was Easter last weekend, man. We got to share the love.
Boy, and it's 420 today, boy.
Got to show the love. Man. Got to show the love.
Man. No, but shout out to you, brothers, man. I'm going to take it on down south tonight, man. Tonight. I'm going to take it down south, pause, and I'm going to go to Mississippi, and I'm going to go with David Banner. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with
David Banner.
David Banner.
Yeah. Yeah, peace to Mississippi, man, and Bellwood for Lavelle Crump, man. He's a beast on the beat.
Crooked letter.
MSI, crooked letter.
Yeah. He's definitely a beast on the production and proof of that's like when let me just name one. T.I.'s Rubber Band Man. He produced that. That P word monster on that, what was it, Carter 3?
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
I
think it was that P word monster.
Real good, get down on the flow.
Yeah, yep.
That to me, that's one of he flipped, killed that, man.
Like pimp.
Yeah. True to the Game. That was I think that was Banner. You know what I'm saying? True to the Game.
The international player for UGK.
Of course, people forget about Crooked Letters.
Boy, they do. And you know, his own joint. You know, with his own artistry, with what was it, Crank It Up with Static Major, like a pimp.
Crank it up,
little flip.
Crank it up. Shout out to Static, man.
Shout out to Static.
He was one of the dudes from the South when music went down south that he was still spitting lyrics and spitting bars and you listen. And he had something to say that was not just the streets, man. He could educate you on a record too
because he can rap.
he can definitely rap, and
definitely rap.
I gotta appreciate him for the other side of the coin, so to speak, too. And I think to me, the symbolic representation, and again, this is to me, was that album that he put out with Ninth Wonder. I think it was called Death of a Pop Star.
Oh, dude, that was people.
That album right there.
Yeah,
people slept on that.
Oh yes, they did. Oh,
and a lot of people did not hear that Crooked Letters album with him and his homie, and that was like they was like the cast, and you know what I'm saying, they was like in that lane, that Outkast type of lane. Him and your boy from Crooked Letters.
Yeah,
it was a dope album, man.
Oh,
very good album.
It really was, man. So but
shout out to David, man.
Oh shout out to David, man, and it's still dope to see him. You know, from a business standpoint, from, you know, he's doing the pro black, thing. So he's, that's notable as well. Shout out to him for, still being relevant and in music and in different ways, and in additional ways. So, for all sides of the coin, David Banners gets my flowers, peace to you, King. Peace.
Shout out, his come up was amazing too, man.
It really was.
What he had to overcome, his backstory, man. If people don't get a chance to really read David Banner's backstory and his struggle, man, please, it'll motivate you. It really will.
It will.
It will motivate you. It's
peace to he was in a group too. What was it called? Crooked Letters. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's what you were saying. Okay,
yeah. J. Kim was saying they ain't listen to that bull.
Yeah,
man.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out David Banner, man.
Yeah, peace to David Banner, man. He's
Firewater boys. What you got, man, this week, man?
Man, I'm gonna go to the Detroit.
Let's
I'm gonna go with my guy, Guilty Simpson, man. You talking about a legend in the D.
If you don't have that, if you don't know who that is, man, this is why you come to Fresh Out, man.
Because a lot of people don't know who Guilty Simpson is. But I'm gonna tell you,
random acts.
If you like Sean Price, you will love Guilty Simpson.
If you like bars, man, Guilty Simpson, man.
Guilty Simpson is just he's nasty. He's an animal. Like you hear a Guilty Simpson verse, and it makes you feel like you just listen to like Cool G. You know how Cool G rap when he flow, you feel like ain't no bodies left. Like you feel like there's no one else. Everybody got obliterated. That's Guilty Simpson. Man.
And
that's Guilty Simpson.
The Dreadnoughts, the Almighty Dreadnoughts.
Yeah,
the Almighty Dreadnought, man. I mean, and believe it or not, before Dilla passed, he was saying that Guilty Simpson was like his favorite rapper.
He sure was.
Yeah.
I think he was.
It might surprise people, but Dilla pushed Guilty Simpson hard. He said that was his favorite rapper, man.
Facts.
He did.
And the music that him and Black Milk make.
Yep.
Guilty Simpson, man, he just like if Black Milk just need to produce for one dude, like bro, produce for Guilty, because he obliterates your beats. Because the whole Random X album was produced by Black Milk.
Gosh, yes.
And him and Sean P, they should have never let them two dudes link up.
Man, I'm telling you.
The
High White Robbery was dope too with Small Professor.
Yeah, with Small Professor.
Yeah,
with Small Professor.
Man.
Yeah.
That Random Max
man.
Too.
Yeah. Guilty been doing this thing, man, for years, man. I like to give my flowers to guys who just they don't get a lot of love, or they might be a little unknown.
Right.
But they
Apollo
still
Brown. Yep, he did
Apollo Brown. Man,
too.
Apollo Brown, that's another great producer from the D.
The Dice Game joint. Yeah, man. Mad Lib.
Yeah,
man.
The Dice Game album was serious, man.
It was.
Mm-hmm. And he's got the Detroit street talk
the O to the Hood, or O to the Ghetto, or something like that was dope too.
Yeah. O
to the Ghetto.
O to the Ghetto.
Yeah, O to the Ghetto.
That was on Stone's Throw. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a great storyteller too, man. So if you like storytelling rap, you getting it from Detroit's finest. You getting it,
and this is why you come to Fresh Out, man, and get this stuff on your iPhone, man. Get it into your Apple Music, your Spotify, man, and salute these cats, man. Stream them,
get
put them into your playlist.
Get some of that music.
Hey man, that's a great one, man. That's a great one right there, man.
Iceberg.
Well, this is the thing, man. For this week, man, you know me, man. I do the artist all day pause, but this one was inspired by my guys over at Hood USA, man. Go to hoodhats.com, man, and definitely cop you one of these dope made in the USA hats. This ain't no hibachi Chinese joints, man. Shout out to our Chinese listeners. But this is made in America all day long. The hat is super crispy. You get the little pin with it, man. They sent all of us some hats, man.
That's fresh.
And it's all about your neighborhood, man. So you can actually hit them up, and they'll make custom hats for your hood, man. So if you want one for Indianapolis, you want a red one, you want a green one, you want something for Atlanta, they'll hook you up, man, and actually make something for you. So hoodhat.com, you go there and get 10% off, man. Tell them Fresh Out sent you. But this one, of course, I got my Miami situation, so I gotta go with my man Uncle Luke, man. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, man. Uncle Luke, man. If cats don't understand Uncle Luke, he was the guy in Two Live Crew. Brought you Two Live Crew, H-Town. I mean, he just brought you so many acts, man. He was the first Diddy, man. He was the dude who understood the record labels, man. Luke Skywalker, solo Luke, you know what I'm saying? Still to this day, man, like he's a pioneer of the game. You know, you got to salute that Luther Campbell, man. Like he was like Lex Luthor, man, to the industry, man. Like he was doing all kind of crazy stuff, man, and people could not stop him, man. They was trying to ban him and all kind of crap when he was coming out with music.
Man,
he
brought that Miami bass sound to the mainstream. So again, man, shout out to Uncle Luke, man, pioneer all day.
Man, Uncle Luke brought us some great football teams in Miami too. You talking about the Hurricanes? The Hurricanes owe at least 2 championship trophies to Uncle Luke, man, for getting those.
Hey, we gotta get you one of these hip hop beats all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Luke was sending them recruits strippers and everything. They
all day.
They knew where to go.
Man,
Luke was the best recruiter ever.
You know, we got to show that Miami love all day long, man. You know, Uncle Luke is that dude, man.
I got Ish on my mind. What else did he have? Oh, so much.
Oh, me so funny. Hey, man, when I was like 12, listen to that bull, man. Hey.
Dude, my mind
like I said, man, you know, shout out to Uncle Luke, man.
Peace to Uncle Luke, man.
Peace, man.
Any shout outs before we get up out of here, man, this week, man?
Man, you know, shout out to Hip Hop VCR as always. He's still doing his thing. Shout out to you brothers. You know what I'm saying, for keeping this thing here pushing. Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
LB. I know he wants to be on. We'll catch him next week though.
Yes, sir.
Salute to all the folks, man, who who had a nice Easter. Kind of getting back into the groove now, the whole work
It was
situation. A
rough
lot of
too.
people
That
was
Monday
off.
was rough.
Yeah, it's rough for a lot of people, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You getting into the groove, man. Glad you messing with us today. Fresh out. You know what I'm saying? If you got your bowl, your gummies, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever type of flower power you mess with, shout out to you folks too. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all now have came down back to earth. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? You now chilling back with us, the folks on the home front. But salute to the people though, man.
All day.
Yeah.
I gotta echo those same sentiments. Peace to L, the Podfather. Peace to you, brothers. And shout out to you all out there for rocking with us. Again, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like button, and notification bells. Peace to Hip Hop VCR. Shout out to you, brother. You're always supporting it. Fresh out.
Yeah, man.
In
Mad
more
love,
ways
man.
than
We
we can
appreciate
count.
you, bro.
More ways than we can count. We definitely see you, brother. So we got your back, man, and you got ours. So that's what's up right there.
You got 4 brothers, man. You don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So anything you need,
all across the map. All across the map.
Absolutely, man. We definitely gonna get you back on here too very soon. So yeah. We're gonna get you back on here, brother, if you're down. But
this thing we wanted to get you on like Saturday, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get you on real quick on Saturday, but I was like, hey, we want to definitely get you back on, man, so we can just talk about the crazy ride, man, and just the new experiences that's been going on with you, man. So we definitely gonna get you back on, man. You pretty much the fifth or sixth member. I think it's Trick, and then Hip Hop VCR, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, let me say this too, though, brother. Hats off to you, Iceberg Slim, for the idea of making sure all of us here at Fresh Out give flowers to folks in the industry.
Oh, absolutely.
That have not only passed away in, a few moments or mentions that we made, but just as importantly, the fact that we're really compelled to give our salute to rappers, singers, and just entertainers and just people in general that are still with us at those given time frames that we have the opportunities to give, in which we do. So I say that because, again, all of our hearts and condolences go to the loved ones and fellow fans of DJ K Slay. This is also the 1-year anniversary, give or take, of DMX, Black Rob, Biz Marquee, several other people. But I'm just saying all that because it's very important for you to give your flowers when people are still alive. Because Fresh Out, as Iceberg said at the beginning of the show, we gave our flowers to DJ K Slay, before he left this earth. And that's not to impress, but to impress upon the fact that it's very vital to just do the things that matter. Send a random card to let somebody know you haven't forgot about them.
Let your people know you're thinking about them, man.
That's right. That's right. Let them know you're thinking about them. Make time to meet up for a lunch if it's been a while, or just do whatever is within your capabilities to go out of your way to show that you appreciate the ones that mean the most, or at least something in your life. So again, rest in peace to DJ K Slay. Salute to all of you that rock with the world's most dangerous podcast, and continue to stay safe out there.
World's most dangerous, Craig.
In the world, Craig. But with that said, God bless you all. Hope you all had a great holiday weekend. And Iceberg, go ahead and send us home, brother.
Y'all both said it, man. It's man. Here we just building a hip hop community. It starts with just us 4, man, doing our thing, man. Shout out to LB the Podfather, man. Then it's extending out to our extended brothers, man. Hip Hop VCR, all the guys we do music with, we do work with.
Shout out to Coalition.
You know what I'm saying? Texas Brown Sugar, man. There's so many people that we work with,
Let's
man.
Dog.
Los.
Los, Coalition, man. The Simply Marvelous channel. You know what I'm saying? With the Marvel joints, I need to go check out Simply Marvelous, man. The Freddie G joints of the world. Ron and Boo. You know what I'm saying? Go check out Ron and Ruler. Go check them out on Apple Music.
That's right.
All the guys that we work with, we're building a network, man. Regardless if people know it or not, we're building a network, and it starts with the love of hip hop, man, and also the love of our culture. So at the end of the day, man, I just salute you brothers, man, because I know you guys give up so much time, man, to actually do this show. There's so much stuff that we do in the background and stuff, man, that people will never know about. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, we do it for you guys, man, and we're gonna keep on going crazy. But again, the Easter weekend was dope. I hope everybody has a great time with their family, man. We just keep it rocking, man, because May's a dope month. You know what I'm saying? You got so much stuff going on for May coming up, so I'm excited for that. And we also got some.
You saying because your birthday month, bro? Is that why you saying it's
this thing, man? Every Wednesday is my birthday, man. I get to hang with y'all every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you, bro.
Every Wednesday,
I have one
birthday,
of these pent on.
So. There you go. And hopefully everybody ain't using that tax money, man. You know, don't spend all that tax money yet. You know, save it for the summer.
Speak for yourself, brother. No, let me stop.
Yeah. But again, man, Fresh Out Show on all the social media, man. Hip Hop VCR. Go check out his channel. We got a lot of dope music coming, man. A lot of stuff coming from Jay Camp too. So just be on the lookout for all the stuff that we got dropping, man. It's not just Fresh Out. This is basically a platform for everything else, man. So Bebo P, J Camp, LB the Podfather, man.
Iceberg.
Another great show, man.
Salute.
Much love to you, brothers. Much love to you all. Peace. With the love.
Hold up. You're now listening to Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous music podcast on the OMG Network and rawcynic.com.